Good evening, this is Nerd to Human, and welcome to this AI-only Battle Royale in Medieval 2 Total War. And today we have selected the Byzantine and Middle Eastern factions to take part in this all-infantry affair with a small budget of only 3,000 florins. I've been picking out some of their stronger units. We're basically working in the late era. So for Egypt we have the Hashashim, a very strong 2-hit point kind of unit, and very nice basically, the Secret Assassins. And we have the Taradariya, who you'd think I would have nailed the pronunciation of before now, but I really haven't practiced that enough. But you don't see these guys too often, so I'm very much looking forward to seeing some of the good, effective against armour, axe-wielding lads. Now, for the Turks, we have a few less units, a bit more expensive. They have their own Hashashim, but they also have the Janissary Heavy Infantry. Again, don't see enough of these late-game Muslim units because, generally, between the Christian factions on their crusades and, of course, the Mongols and the like, these guys are normally not really getting out their best units at the end. The Moors have Hashashim, but they also have dismounted Christian Guard. That could be good, but everyone else does seem to have effective against armour, so that might not work too well for them. And of course the Byzantines come in with their Varangian Guard. Oh, they're very nice indeed, as well as some dismounted Latinkan. So we'll see how all of these guys get on. Do comment your favourite faction in the comments down below. For now though, I think it's time to head straight on into the battle. Into battle we go then, and I should point out that we're going to play on a scored resolution because the AI definitely behaves differently on Medieval 2 to how it does on Rome. And you know what, I think we might get some more interesting and probably more fair results if we do that, because we have seen on some of the earlier versions of Battle Royale in Medieval 2 that the AI doesn't always want to necessarily head into battle, it likes to wait around. But we might well see something slightly different today, which means we won't just see the people who wait to the end actually win. They'll have to get involved if they want to get enough points. So, big chunky affair with the Varangian Guard taking on the dismounted Christian Guard over there. Well, it looks like this guy's already fleeing. That's pathetic, lad. But the Latincon are not quite as strong, are they? It looks like Egypt. Yeah, Egypt are running into palm trees. Good work there, but they're also taking on the Turks. This is a proper Hashashim fight. Oh yes, the Taradariya against the Hashashim. Very nice indeed. It's getting nice and close, and some chunky axes going on here. A lot of axes in this part of the world. Pole axes as well, of course, and there are some of those more saber-like swords as well. I am not a weapons expert, as you can probably tell. I do tend to find, by the way, as much as there's a lot of talk about two-handed bug on this game, I tend to find these kind of weapons, a bit like with the Papal Guard and with the Danish Ubcher, which I probably completely butchered the pronunciation of. I tend to find those guys actually work quite well. Janissary Heavy Infantry doing good work, to be honest. They've just got the range, and so they should. They should be hacking these guys down from a distance. How's the rest of it going, by the way? The Moors didn't think they would do too well against the Varangians. No, lots and lots of chopping going on. This is a very chunky affair. There's just lots of little brawls going on. It's like a film, except, rather than 1v1s, sort of chunks of one unit against another chunk of one unit. Nonetheless, it is just a big mess of fighting. 27 against 5 there. They've routed. Okay. So over here, this is a good mix. We've got the Moors in here. Oh, down goes the Byzantine king, though. That could be problematic, actually. That certainly could. And with that, they are routing. Okay, the Hashashim over here doing good work. The little battlefield assassins taking down the Latincon over there. This is a big old mess. Now, the Turks have arrived as well. Everyone's here at once, and it looks like, Egypt are melting. But remember, this is scored resolution. This is not last man standing. We really don't know who's going to win this until the death on the score. It doesn't tell us the score anymore. Don't normally play on this, but it's going to be interesting to do it this way. I might well go and redo some of the earlier videos on this, actually, because particularly England were very jammy in their victory. Looks like the Turks are probably the healthiest in terms of numbers, I would say. I think they might be the faction that lives at the end. But remember, that doesn't necessarily mean that they've managed to get the kills. You, sir, do you need to get yourselves re-AI'd, though? That is something I need to keep an eye on, of course, when we're doing this. How are we doing? Moors dismounted Christian Guard. Actually, there's a few of those left. 35 of those. But, 18 of our Hashashim. They might be losing their hit points at this stage, though, so those numbers might not be enough. Turks coming in the rear. Oh, no. No one likes a poleaxe up the arse, especially. Oh, no, they've got... They don't like the sabre up the rear either. No, that's all around there. Complete chaos. No one knows what's happening. But we'll just kind of get up close and see some of these animations in action. Because, yeah, there are some fun death animations in this. And it's always good to see some of these more unusual units. Some nice mail here. I have had to jig some of my files. I don't think I have got my visuals better, but I feel like they looked better at some point in the past here. But yeah, anyway, I'm having a few troubles with the game. Probably done way too much modding on it. So I'm kind of a bit more on the basic settings right now. So we'll see if we can get that fixed up. But the armor's looking nice. It's great to see some of these guys in action here. And down goes the Moorish king. I think pretty much everyone's lost their king now, haven't they? There's maybe just the one left. Not sure who it is. All of our men are fleeing. So that's the Egyptians. Gone the Egyptians. The Moors and the Turks going to duke it out. Well, if this was the traditional last man standing, it would be a hell of a final battle here. 21 versus 16, 30. There's another 4 in the rear. Looks like it's for the Turks to lose at this point. You'd say the Janissaries are certainly, yeah, them and the Varangians are sort of a typical favourite units, it would be said. But are they going to win it? They've got 18 Christian gods to take out. I think this will be the end of the battle here. The Turks are going to claim last man standing. Have, though, they been too slow to get involved in the main fight. There was a little skirmish with the Egyptians, but maybe the Moors just been in here the whole time. Maybe they would have done more. Nice to see the tiny little shields. Again, do remind me in the comments of the name of some of these things if I'm calling them out and I can't quite recall. I'm very much ancient history is very much my area speciality, not so much medieval. I love medieval history, but yes, it is not my speciality. Nonetheless, this is going on to the wire, isn't it? We've got ourselves, what, 9 Christian Guard fighting against the Hashashim here. You can only go one way, but they are fighting till the very last. Godspeed, my heroes. Godspeed. And indeed, that is the Moors gone. They did a good bit of work there, but they seem to have melted like the proverbial cheese. And with that, I think Turks get a moment to chase everyone down in case that helps their score, but well, we'll see who's got the victory. Put in your bets now. Battle hasn't quite ended, although the game has given up on bothering with banners at this point. That's because I've entirely left the battlefield at this stage, so that should be it. Defeat! Rank 4th. Oh no, we came 4th. Oh, there we are, you see? Rank number 1 for the Moors. The Moors, of all people, are the ones who get through to the next round. That is a surprise, but there we go. Men lost their 173, enemies killed 237. Yeah, they've definitely done the most. Well done to the Moors. We'll be seeing you in a later round. I should probably add that I'm not entirely sure if it's a weighted score system or if it's just literally the amount of men killed. I assume by score it does mean a literal score weighting for each unit, but hey ho, I don't know, but it certainly feels a little bit more fair than we usually see here. They were fighting till near the end, the Moors, and I'll happily see them have themselves victory. Thank you for joining me on this only affair. We shall be having more random battle royales in the coming weeks, so do look out for them, and do give your suggestions for special lineups in the comments below. There are an awful lot more units in Medieval 2 than in Rome, so I think there's plenty of random battles we can get on with. You can of course support the channel by becoming a member here or on Patreon, by liking and subscribing, and also by getting involved in the comments section. I hope you will join us next time, but for now I will leave you. I am Tenos the Human. Thank you friends, and tally-ho. Have you heard the good news, my friends? Here's the good news! It's the Pope! Has the Pope ever done as badly as I'm doing as the Pope right now? God only knows. God only knows. Down goes the spoon of destiny. And there he goes! It took every last bolt we had.